Greetings, folks. I'm Larry Ridgway, and this is the Wizards Weekly, a place where the truest of patricians and aristocrats will flock together for lighthearted takes on the world that surrounds them. This episode, I am both blown away and horrified to bring you the news of an arrest of a 52-year-old man that has garnered a cult following through the production of music said by one listener to be the sound of a genius at work. When commenting on the verbal aptitude of the genius at work, another listener is quoted to have said, "Dis motherfucker right here be the closest we gon' get to hearing Shakespeare on the track." Let's hear what all this fuss is about, shall we?
What's up with that? Y'all cowards don't even smoke crack. Hey to you. Don't even smoke crack, bitch, use a mark. Boom, motherfuck that hoe shit, pass a G, that stem. I'm about to blaze up, especially when it's after them. I change the game, don't get it misunderstood here.
Simply stunning. With lyrics like that, it's a wonder that he had to lock this bitch up in his fucking garage. Well, based off the story, hot off the wires, it appears that this Shakespeare isn't going to be cooking up his hot rhymes anymore and will instead be cooking up his grilled cheese off the radiator.
I ate grilled cheese off the radiator instead.
According to Click 2 Houston, Lee Carter, also known by his stage name VIPER, is currently being held in Harris County Jail on $100,000 bond. Why? Court documents state that on April 7th, 2023, an HPD officer, Houston Police Department, arrived at VIPER's Perry Street residence in response to a kidnapping in progress. The officer then interacted with a voice coming from a window on the far side of the home where an attached garage stood. The voice, later identified as the complainant, told the officer that she'd been kidnapped by Carter approximately 4 or 5 years ago while panhandling off of the Alameda Genoa Road in Houston. Now right away, I have to ask, why wasn't he arrested on the spot? And due to my inability to find the relevant information on that, I will speculate and say that he was not home at the time, and upon realizing that his captive, who dealt with 4 to 5 years of hell, had been freed, he went on the run. According to the victim, her tale of terror began when she was being all homeless and shit, and VIPER approached her and offered her $1, asked if she needed help, and had her hop in his vehicle. Big mistake. It was from that point, 4 to 5 years ago, until April 7th, that she was held there, being fed a diet of drugs, enduring years of rape and imprisonment in a garage attached to the house. It was in this garage that she had a makeshift toilet that didn't flush, sitting beside her freshly puke-stained mattress covered in various bags of chips, Twinkies, and other poisonous food with no nutritional value whatsoever. As a result of this lifestyle, she was approximately 70 pounds, at 5'2", with a pungent stench, and without shoes and visibly filthy. It was revealed to police that she hadn't showered in 2 months.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
There was a neighbor who thought he was running some sort of sex trafficking operation out of there. Jedediah Bates told Click 2 Houston,
he had just kind of explained that, he had some girls that were in there. And he never used the word locked up, but, he was kind of protecting them from themselves.
Then a pause before another perplexing part of the ordeal. He then said,
from the sounds of things, she would call him his boyfriend, her boyfriend. So, I mean, it was kind of a mutual weirdness, I guess.
A mutual weirdness, you say? I agree. It is also weird that, according to court documents, on one occasion the woman was able to break through the garage window and crawl out of the structure, only to be taken to the hospital by police and released back to VIPER. After this escape, VIPER allegedly boarded up the interior of the garage window and threatened her with a beatdown if she attempted to leave again. The fact this neighbor Jed is saying that she introduced herself as his girlfriend and that the police released her back to VIPER lends credence in my mind that he was indeed acting as her pimp or something of the sort and was willing to return to him without mentioning it to the police at the time because of a perceived threat posed to her. perhaps she wasn't in the condition she was in when she was finally rescued by officers. Why would she be living in a boarded-up garage attached to the house in the condition she was in willingly? It sounds to me like there was indeed coercion behind the statements made to the neighbor and the fact that she was released to him after the visit to the hospital. Either way, I will stay tuned for developments in the case and bring you the new details so we can remain up to date on this absolute fucking horror show. VIPER is currently being held in Harris County Jail. A preliminary hearing for this case is set for Monday, January 8th.
You're going to jail, motherfucker. How's that for freedom?
Now on to the frontiers of science, you dumb idiots. Who likes spiders?
Bitch-ass scientists.
Who likes Satan?
George W. Bush.
Well, in the mountains of Ecuador, there is a spider, a tarantula, that looks like it's wearing leg warmers, with a temper that is only matched in its fiery ferocity by the speeds at which it can not only move, but is willing to go on the offensive and attack. Psalmopoeus satanus, or the Satan tarantula, can reach just under 2 inches in length, has a dark brown body, and an apparently distinctive spider dick. The new species was identified by its male genitalia, female reproductive organs, and habitat, according to a study published December 13th in the journal Zookeys. It seems these scientists developed a fondness for this hell-sent arachnid. These researchers, who haven't yet been found to be worshippers of the devil and his dark magic, said they grew very fond of the tarantula, in spite of the individual's bad temperament and sporadic attacks. This slate of characteristics earned it the nickname Satanus, which is Spanish for Satan. The nickname stuck and inspired the name of the new species, the study said. They nicknamed their spider after fucking Satan. The bridge between science and the outright worship of the devil continues to be built, and they are so disrespectful to do it right in front of our faces. The nerve of these fucking people. That's going to do it for this episode of the Wizards Weekly. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, whether it be on Odyssey or YouTube, and like the fucking video. I am Larry Ridgway. Good night.